Hello again, grade 8s. We have another video about cylinders today. A little bit less tech elements than the last one. But we're going to look at the second question of your exit ticket that a lot of people were struggling with. And it's a pretty challenging question. So first thing is we know we're trying to find the surface area of a cylinder. And a good place to start is always with a formula. We know we have a formula for that. I don't expect you to memorize it. But we know we're finding surface area, which is the top of the circle, uh, this bottom circle as well. So I know that one circle is pi r squared. So this will be two circles and pi r squared. And then we are going to add the body of the cylinder. And we know that when we unfold it, like shown in that video, it becomes a rectangle. The top is the circumference, which is 2 pi r. And then you multiply by this side of our rectangle that unfolds, which is the height. So that's always a good place to start, is with our formula there. So I've tried to write the formula a little bit more clearly here. But yeah, so surface area is the two circles, 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r, which is the circumference, times height. Okay, so after knowing what formula we need to use, we are just going to take out the important information from the question. So what do we know? Well, we know that the total surface area of the cylinder is written right there. So we're going to put that in for our total for surface area. We see this visual here is also the radius, so we could put that in for r in both cases. And then there is one unknown left, which is h. And that's what we're going to have to solve for. And if you were in my class, you should remember me telling you the most important thing we're going to learn this year, and that is going to appear over and over again in high school, is having an unknown and solving for it. And that's what this question is trying to get you to look at right now. You have a formula, you have information in the question, put the information in that you know, and then rebalance the equation using the balance method and solve for that unknown. All right, so here you see I've entered in the total for the surface area there. I'm just writing out the formula now. 2 times pi, which is 3.14, times 4 squared. That's what this little symbol right here means. It just means to the power of 2. Avoid the common mistake here of just doing 4 times 2. Remember that 4 squared, or 4 to the power of 2, is 4 times 4. And then moving along, I've just put in what's already there. 2 times pi times r, and I have left h as unknown. So then we could keep writing. 477.28 equals 4 squared is 16 times 3.14 times 2 is 100.48 plus 2 times 3.14 times 4 equals 25.12 H. Okay. From here, this is very, very similar to our algebra unit, where we have our multiplier here, we have our constant here, and we have our total. So we know how to solve this problem. So the first step is going to be to get rid of the constant. I'm going to subtract 100.48 from both sides. That'll leave me with 376.8 equals, subtract 100.48 from the left. We got to do the same thing to the right, which gets rid of that. And now on the right-hand side of this equation, we are left with 25.12H. Okay, so using the balance method, what we do to one side, we do to the other, and we're going to do the opposite equation to get it by itself. So what are we going to do to get 25.12H by itself? Yes, we're going to divide both sides by 25.12. And if we do that, 25.12 is canceled out. We divided it by it. It's just 1. And we will get a final answer of 15 equals h. Remember, in our final answer, we always want to include our unit of measure. And the radius was given in meters, so the height is also in meters. Our final answer is 15 meters will be the height. Okay? And also, we could always double check that to make sure we're right. Use this formula for surface area, 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh. Insert 4 for radius, insert 15 for height. And when you plug those numbers in, you should see that the cylinder has a surface area 477.28 meters squared. Hope that was helpful. We got a month left, grade 8s. Don't give up. Keep working hard.